Jason&Jabari.
Alright, what's up guys? This is Jason from the Jason and Jabari Gaming, and if you guys recall, last video I asked you guys a question. Well, this is the first video that I'm going to read off some answers. My question was, what is your favorite game mode? And I will let you guys say what you thought. First of all, shout out to Radical. His is BGs for competition and act book mode of ease of content with decent rewards. Next up, we have Claiborne Taylor 76. His is Battlegrounds. I have drunk the Kool-Aid and I am all in. Rip units. And that was the video that I did, was for the rip units. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Next up, we have Chris Brown. Favorite game mode is AW. It is a skilled mode that allows you to work together. I just think it allows you to be more versatile than BGs. And that's a fair point. Thank you for that comment, Chris Brown. I appreciate you, my brother. The next comment that I thought was pretty interesting was none other than O's fan, my boy Jason. We're just reading mainly the comments for the question asked, and his was Crucible. It was built for his roster. That's the first one that I heard about the Crucible, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And last is You Died. He likes SOS type of content, doesn't rely too much on RNG like BGs. So there you have it, guys. Shout out to those 5. I appreciate you guys' comments. We will have a comment of the day for this video, and hopefully moving forward we will. Hopefully that'll help with engagement. And yeah, man, we're going to shout you guys out. Some of the answers that I liked. I won't guarantee I'll shout out everyone because I didn't. But yeah, man. Today we're using the 1 to 2 gems. We're going to say who and why. First up, we have Destroyer. I do like Destroyer. I did recently awaken him, if you guys watched that opening. And he's going to be really good for the next Crit Me meta. You can't really intercept him unless you're like Titania or something like that. He does cause damage back when you hit him, so that does help out in Battlegrounds as well, because obviously your health matters. So that's primarily why I took him up. Next up, we have Kushala. She's still unawakened. I do have a R6 Kushala, but I do want to move more towards the 7 stars, so I'm getting her prepared for that. She's a very solid champion. She doesn't really work very well this meta right now with the energy damage, energy dot damage. She does take a while, so she's not in my deck, but moving forward she'll be very solid, so that's why I chose her. The next up on the list that I decided to take up was, actually I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. It's been a couple of days since I did this, so we're going to find out together. Yes, Count Nefaria. He was the next one to go up. He is at rank 2. And yeah, man, he slaps. He hits really, really hard, but he's all energy damage after he ramps up. So he doesn't work very well from what I've seen for this current meta, but future metas, he might work out brilliantly. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Everyone's talking about how Unfazed is going to mess him up, kind of like Mr. Negative. But last time I checked, there are a lot of people who keep Mr. Negative in their deck, and there are ways that you can play around Unfazed, guys. Negative players know that. There are ways that you can play around Unfazed. It's not the end all be all, and it is a mastery that can be a problem. However, that's part of this game. You have obstacles to overcome. So I think he's a solid rank up. I think he's going to be pretty good, and I could be wrong, but time will tell, right? So next up, After we took up Count Nefaria, I think we end up taking up, yeah, we ended up taking up Captain America. Uh, I thought I recorded doing this, but yeah, Captain America is so good for Battlegrounds, guys. Now that I awakened mine, trust me, I'm just waiting on an opportunity to place him in my deck. I am currently in a KT1 tournament where they get 3 bans, so he might be taking place of one of my science bans if one of my science champions get banned. I'm just waiting on the opportunity for that because I'm telling you guys, he absolutely slaps. But I've seen Apple use him at R2, and now Apple has taken up to R3. Jackie has his Unawakened at R3, and they are so good, guys. Destroyer, once again, Destroyer is going to be really solid for the crit me meta because you have to intercept, and mainly Destroyer can't be intercepted, which is why in War you see him on Path 5 very often. Or more specifically, I see him on Path 5 because I run Path 5 with my retired alliance, and I always see him every single war without fail. Path 5, Section 2, you know it's coming. So, yeah, and it's a solid placement. I don't blame them. I would probably do the same thing if I was a planner, more than likely. So yeah, he's going to be super solid. And like I said, he does have some damage back, so I do like that about him. I don't think he'll be like a mainstay in my deck. I don't think I'm going to take him to rank 3 anytime soon until they become more accessible. But he should serve his purpose relatively well, in my opinion. And you guys saw that we took up Kushala again. That's to replace my as you guys say, poverty Kushala, and that's not gonna happen just yet, but I am preparing for it to happen when I get her awakened. So I thought one of the gems should go to her because I absolutely am going to be utilizing her. I don't know how soon, but I will be, so it won't be like a waste of a rank up gem, in my opinion. But she is super solid. I do enjoy playing Kushala. And she does help with like Korgs and stuff like that, since you see so many of those. She can finish and nuke him. Whereas like Wolf could do it, but you have to play around the thorns and stuff like that. With her, you can just play normally, and it should be fine. Next up, I think I showed off my Count Nefaria. Again, guys, Count Nefaria, in my opinion, is very solid offensively. Defensively, I don't know, because during the tournament match that I had, that I placed him in my deck, he was banned. I think he was banned because he was new, and most people didn't really know how to fight him yet. So I can't honestly say how good or bad of a defender he actually is. I just know that that was part of my plan was to put him in the deck because I was hoping that my opponent would not know how to fight him, or at the very least he would be an auto ban due to that reason, which would free up some other champions. And yeah, it works like a charm. And lastly here, I wanted to show you guys who I used the Glorious Games Awakening gem on. I did have a slight little mishap initially that Kabam had to help me with, but shout out to them for the assistance. But yeah, guys, it's going to be Count Nefaria. Yeah, I definitely wanted to take him up to Sig 20, but I ended up just keeping him at Sig 1 for now. And the reason for that is because I believe we're getting ready to have, with their roadmap, I believe they said that they're going to have the Saga incursions coming back. So if that is the case, then historically speaking, we got saga signature stones. So I wanted him to at least be Sig 1, and therefore, however many they give us, no, I think it's normally around 20. I could be wrong, but normally I think it's around 20. Then he would be able to get those. So that's why he's at Sig 1. His signature ability, I don't think is absolutely necessary, but it definitely helps. So, yeah, man, I'm pretty excited about the stuff that they have coming up. Obviously to help him out and just to overall see how well he does, test his performance. I'm very happy with the rank ups that I did do. I think they're genuinely going to help out with battle rounds and stuff. Rank 2s are still pretty strong. I know they're not the highest tier at rank 3, but they're still viable. So huge shout out to you guys. Real quick question of the day. Who is a champion you would like to see come to the contest? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, maybe you'll get shouted out. And continue liking and subscribing. We've hit 2,000. So obviously the next goal is 3. Peace.